Are you tuned into that famous radio station WIIFM? What's in it for me? What are some of the key benefits of improving time, territory, and account management skills? One of my favorite phrases is, if you know why, you'll figure out how. So why should you bother? What are some of the answers you came up with? Some potential responses could include: achieve greater results with less effort, make more money, financial gain, significantly reduce stress, to earn respect from peers, be more effective for customers, eliminate waste and duplication, feel better about yourself, become more disciplined, eliminate unnecessary travel, increase personal confidence, free up memory for more important matters, enhance professional image. There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is your success is in your hands. The bad news is your success is in your hands. The difference between a successful versus unsuccessful life is how you choose to use your time. We are creatures of habit. Individual outcomes are predictable based on patterns in thinking and behavior. Both failure and success leave clues. Consider the extreme differences between poor time managers versus exceptional time managers. Always complaining and blaming versus positive, upbeat, competitive, and searching for answers. Chaotic in their approach versus definite purpose in their approach. Easily distracted versus focused and concentrated effort. High expectations of others. High expectations of self. Negative self-talk versus positive self-talk. Fails to use proper tools. Interested in and uses proper tools. No processes in place. Fights them. Processes rule. Lacks or poor organizational skills. Excellent organizational skills. Unplanned, unscheduled events. Plans for and schedules events. Unable or unwilling to prioritize. Prioritizes all activities. Wasted time, travel on the phone. Maximizes time, travel on the phone. Fail to plan ahead, meet deadlines, no system in place. Plans ahead, meets deadlines. Full of excuses. Accountability, accepts responsibility. Lacks discipline, direction, focus. Disciplined and focused. Engages in crisis management. Calm and cool in a storm, avoid crisis. Takes on too many tasks. Understands limitations and delegates. Overwhelmed in distress. Has plenty of time to work and play. Sets unrealistic deadlines. Sets realistic deadlines and monitors. Lives in disappointment. Lives a balanced and satisfied life. Likes to be the martyr, plays the victim. Strategies, sets goals, respects their time, and makes the most of it. Avoids systems, finds them restrictive. Uses a system. Emotionally out of control. Well balanced emotionally. Tell me with your words or show me with your actions what you do, and I will tell you who you are. The secret to success is hidden in your daily routine. Have you ever been driving in a familiar direction intending to go somewhere, but you ended up at home, work, or some other common destination? Have you parked your car in the usual parking space and then realized you had completely forgotten where you were originally headed? It's as if your vehicle was on autopilot and it drove there on its own. Our brain creates cognitive maps based on habitual patterns and then shifts into autopilot in familiar territory. We are creatures of habit, and the bad news is that we can become victimized by our own poor habits if we fail to reverse them. The good news is that once we have disciplined ourselves to practice habits that produce positive results, these patterns will become as difficult to break as the bad ones once were. Bad habits are hard to break, and good habits stick with you forever. People who are disciplined in their personal and professional lives can seem fanatical to average people. Their good fortune has nothing to do with luck and everything to do with embracing habits. The habits they are passionate about are often considered boring, frightening, imprisoning, or unrealistic to outsiders. They appreciate the value of having a routine, and they love their regimented way of life. Studying of successful people will prove that their habitual ways pay dividends. You and I are exactly where we are in life because of our habits. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If you are not satisfied with your personal or professional results, you need to know that continuing to do what you already do will continue to get you more of what you already have. Or, if you want to change some things in your life, you have got to change some things in your life. The only way to eliminate an unhealthy habit is to replace it with a positive one. This is not an easy task, and you must want the pleasure beyond the pain more than the effort that is required to make the change permanent. When you move your home, you have to retrain yourself to relearn where everything is kept. Reach for the silverware, and you must stop and think what drawer it's in. Where did we put the trash can, the recycle bin, the coffee, the tea bags, and the dish soap? Behavioral science tells us that it takes 21 days to develop a habit. That's 21 consecutive days of facing difficult obstacles and uncomfortable challenges. When you learn new techniques and approaches to selling, it often seems painful to apply them. You can stumble and fall flat on your face trying to implement the new ideas into your daily routine. It's very tempting to quit and just fall back into your old ways. It takes a great deal of commitment to make a new approach a habit. You must be patient with yourself and allow yourself some time and be willing to forgive a few mistakes. Repetition is the key, and consistency creates mental toughness. Many sales professionals work independently and for all intents and purposes are self-employed. Continued employment depends on their ability to produce results. It's those who take personal responsibility and better manage their behavior that continue to reap the rewards of good habits. A bad habit never goes away by itself. It's always an undo-it-yourself project. Abigail Van Buren. This concludes step number 4 of the learning path. Please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance to the next step.